And I told her I don't care if he is her husband. Right now.
It's time to rise from the grave, pour yourself a cup, and enjoy the coffee crypt.
Voices from the Mausoleum is brought to you by the You Run Podcast Network and yourunpodcast.com. And a very special thank you to our Patreon subscribers. Be sure to check out the Paranormal Misfits podcast, your favorite besties fearlessly exploring the paranormal, uncovering enigmatic mysteries, unraveling mind-bending conspiracies, and sharing thoughts on horror. Prepare to be spellbound. Available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube.
Good morning, and welcome to the Coffee Crypt, guys.
Hi, you got your coffee cup this time.
I got it. Well, I flubbed and I'm not wearing my shirt, so I'm like, I gotta get my coffee cup. Oh, the actual coffee cup.
The coffee
Yes,
cup.
but I didn't forget it this time. Yes. I forgot that I had forgotten it, so that probably tells you. Because it took me a second to realize what you were joking about.
It's okay. You were like, oh, the last time.
I was like, all right, well, just coffee free. That's all good. A coffeeless coffee crypt. But yeah, so I know we weren't on last week, so we're going to be catching up on a lot of the trailers that we missed. I hadn't watched anything that we planned to cover.
Me neither.
So
no, me neither.
I've avoided it. Everything's going to be a fresh reaction, and we are trying something new today. We're going to be doing some live reactions to trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And I would talk to Angel before we hit record, and I said, we're going to apologize if there are any technical difficulties.
There won't be, though. It's going to be just...
We are trying this.
It's going to be really good. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think it'll be fun, though, because, when, Scott does the trailers, because you've done videos with him, mm-hmm. and, I love the whole, watching it, because some of them, he did the one for Silent Hill, and I was like, I do not remember this trailer, so it's kind of cool to react to things. So blind reacts are fun. So.
Yeah, blind reacting, and sometimes I found when we would talk about the trailers too, even though I had probably watched them right before we hit record, it just wasn't as fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You lose a lot of the details.
Yeah, tis true. Tis true.
So it'll be interesting. And we got quite a few to get through. So let's just give it a shot and see how this goes. So our first trailer, it's going to be Trap. This is a new M. Night Shyamalan, I believe. Yes. So we will see. I've got some feelings about his movies.
We're going to, yeah, for sure.
All right. Let's dive on in to Trap.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lady Raven.
Hurry, come on.
Wait. I gotta tie my shoe.
No, Dad jokes. This is serious. Come on.
I'm sorry.
It's good to see his face again.
This is slap, Dad. Thank you. Thank you. This is literally the best day of my life.
It was Annie Ann's.
Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom. I can leave you here in the seat.
I'm good, Dad.
All right. Hi. Cooper.
Jamie, what's with all the police trucks outside? The cameras everywhere, Jamie. I'm not supposed to tell. Something happened. Don't rat me out. I won't. You know the butcher? The freaking nut job that goes around just chopping people up? Well, the feds or whatever heard that he's gonna be here today. So they set up a trap for him. This whole concert, it's a trap. They're watching all the exits, checking everyone that leaves. There's no way to get out of here.
Better not be Josh Hartnett. That's the easy way out of this.
I sort of just assume it is, right?
Probably.
Dark web shit.
Dad. Dad. Dad.
I'm sorry, Riley. What was that?
Ready for it. Love myself in your day.
Your daughter's never gonna forget this day.
Awkward.
He's kind of dope, right?
Wow.
Yeah, but it's M. Night Shyamalan. It's kind of like one of those things where it's like, but what's the twist gonna be, right? That's the thing.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they sort of showed you that there was some involvement there. I thought the twist was going to be something easy, like, okay, yeah, he's the butcher that they're trapping, right? But maybe he's not. Maybe he's involved in some peripheral way.
Yeah. Or maybe the trap isn't even actually just the police, but something bigger than that. I don't know. We'll see. Like, I'm curious how they're going to turn this into a full-length feature, though.
Yeah. I think it's cool that it's taking place during a concert, right? You think it's like an hour-and-a-half movie. Whoever this person is playing Lady Raven, which I'm like, this is supposed to be like their Lady Gaga.
I guess. She had like crazy-looking clothes on.
It's cool. The idea of it taking place during a whole concert. So we're going to get a lot of music throughout the movie.
Yeah, and if that was the music playing, I'm in for it. I liked it.
It sounded beautiful. I feel like, yeah, you'll get like some really nice like ballads and then probably some fun pop music. And it'll probably go with the flow of the, hopefully this is a nice little comeback for him. I'm always so hopeful and then I'm always so disappointed.
I know. First of all, I love Josh Hartnett. I'm very glad to see him back in horror. So what's ironic about this is, that my best friends who are married are not like big horror fans. They both want which is it them? Is it both of them? I don't know. I think maybe it's just my best friend. They both want to go see The Crow, I think. But my best friend was like messaged and was like, "Did you see this trailer?" And I was like, "No, I'm not going to watch it because Steve and I are going to do a new thing where we watch them on Live for the Show." And she was like, "I want to go see this," and I was like, "Really? That's so random." So like she wants to go to the theaters though to see this. Like she was so intrigued by the trailer. So I guess I'll be going to theaters to see this one.
It's nice when a horror movie kind of breaks through the kind of public consciousness and like people get like interested in it, right?
Yeah. No, for sure. No, I mean we'll see. I'm a little bit of doubts, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think I said August. So both him and his daughter have a movie coming out this year.
Who's his daughter?
Oh, I forgot her first name, but she's doing the Watchers movie. It's like the 4 people in that glass room.
Yeah. The blonde?
What?
The blonde? The main character is his daughter?
No, she's directing that movie.
Oh, I was like, that's not his daughter. Okay, got it.
No. She's directing The Watchers.
Gotcha. That looks good too. Yeah. Okay.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll have to see how much she takes from her dad and how much she breaks away from his style, right? I hope she, I would imagine she probably wants to set herself apart.
Yeah. Make her own path.
All righty. So our next trailer is Blink Twice.
I don't know anything about this one. I at least had heard of Trap.
Yeah, so this is with Channing Tatum and Christian Slater. Naomi Ackie, I don't know if I know, but Simon Rex is in this.
That is a weird dude. This is a horror movie?
I believe so. Suspense horror drama, yes. But it's with Kyle MacLachlan, Haley Joel Osment, Gina Davis, and Aaliyah Shawkat. So these are all names I love.
Yeah, but not from a horror space. Well, not Haley Joel Osment, obviously, but okay. Yeah. Well,
let's see. Blink Twice.
So everybody's dead. How about we start at the beginning?
Okay, here we go. Jess, Frida, this is my childhood buddy, Cody. Vic, my left and right hand man.
Perfect.
Tom. Hi.
What in the world?
All right, who did this?
This is Frida, Sarah Frida.
Go ahead.
Thank you.
This is our resident wonder boy, Heather, Camilla. Hey, what's up, man? I don't know who that is. We're going to my island for a few days. Do you guys want to come?
This is crazy. Did we just jet off to a billionaire's island with a bunch of strangers? No, he's not a stranger. He's Slater King.
Everybody
No.
say,
Don't cry it.
It's awesome.
You having a good time?
We're having a great time. We're drinking champagne and we're eating amazing food. So do you think the human sacrifice is before or after dinner?
The legendary parties of Slater King. Not what I thought it was gonna be.
We still have fun. It's just a little different now.
What do you mean?
Phones, please. Wait, for real?
You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do.
I'm having a great time here. But I also have this feeling that I'm like not.
Where's my knife? Who has my knife?
Oh, dude, your eye.
What? Oh, no, I know, right?
There's something weird going on here.
Everybody's smiling and laughing like 1960s flight attendants. Like, I'm having a good time. I'm like, I'm having a great time.
Can't you feel it? There's something wrong with this place.
Where's Jess?
Who's Jess?
My friend that was in the room next to mine.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
I feel like we're forgetting like a lot of stuff.
Okay, but like, how? Something's making us forget.
Uh-oh.
We need to know what's really going on. Please, Spice, I'm in danger.
Well, maybe not. Let's not answer that one, right?
I was wondering what the name out like.
Oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
Interesting. I love Kyle MacLachlan. I'm glad, it's cool to see him in a movie again. Simon Rex, geez, he was. I only really know him from the Scary Movie movies.
I have no idea who that is. Not from
that. Yeah. He never really. He's like famous, but not like famous. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. I think the one that throws me the most is Channing Tatum.
I know it's a different kind of movie for him, which is cool.
Yeah, because he plays a lot of the same stuff, unfortunately.
Yeah, they just sort of give him that dopey jock kind of character.
Yeah, which I mean, he does very good at that.
I mean, it fits. It works.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'll be interested to see. Did it say it was theaters?
Yeah, this summer.
It's got to be with him in it, right? So,
oh yeah,
I probably won't go see it in theaters. I'll probably wait.
It could be a streaming movie. Yeah, I don't know if it. Maybe it'll do well because it's got a lot of people in it. But I don't know.
Yeah, that's true. No, I mean, I'm curious what the big thing is. There's like a brief moment where it gave me like cult vibes.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, everything is different now. Like, why? Because you have an elder god beneath your feet. Like, what do you mean now? So there's like, I like that it's really ambiguous. Like, you're not really sure.
They seem to be forgetting things, and it seems like they're getting lost in the place. So it's like maybe they become like a part of this island or part of this like spot that they are. She mentioned sort of people acting like 1950s flight attendants or something. Like it almost feels like,
yeah,
I don't know. There's like a time element to it or something.
Maybe it'd be interesting rather to see. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, that cast is pretty wild.
Yeah.
And then this next one, you said there's another film called Baghead.
I swear.
So I had never heard of this. But we'll pull it up. It's starring Peter Mullen and Freya Allen.
I'm just looking to make sure it's not the same movie I've already seen.
Mm-hmm. This with Jeremy Irvine, Ruby Barker. Oh, all right. So Jeremy, I know.
Yeah. This is from 2023.
So you've seen this already?
Yeah, this is already up.
So why am I seeing a trailer for it?
I watched it. It's on Shudder.
Did you get a screen? Did you get a screener for it? Maybe.
No, I just watched it on Shudder the other day on my TV.
Oh, so maybe it just came out then or something. And well, then we don't have to cover this.
Well, to be fair, the chances were just as good that there was another movie with the same name. So I was like, well, maybe. But then I just looked it up. Yeah. A young woman inherits a rundown pub and discovers a dark secret within its basement. A shape-shifting creature that will let you speak to lost loved ones.
But did you like it?
I really did.
Okay.
You should watch it. It's on Shudder. It's good. It is very. It's good. I feel like some people were not big fans of it, but I really liked it, and so did Tasha. Because Tasha, who was messaging me about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really cool take on possession. I liked it.
Cool.
I thought it was pretty good. Little CGI heavy, but nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Angel liked the movie. We don't have to watch the trailer. Go watch the movie.
Second pick.
Yeah, well, I said there'd be some technical difficulties. Well, also, we did say that we did plan a lot of this episode a couple of weeks ago. Yeah. And I guess the movie had come out or whatever.
And it's not like life hasn't been insanely crazy anyway. So,
life's all crazy.
We keep it real at the mausoleum.
Too real.
That's true.
So Speak No Evil, that is a new trailer.
Yeah, let's put me through it.
Oh no, why do we not like this?
I effing hate that movie, the original.
Oh, is this a remake?
It's an American remake, yes.
Interesting.
Of a Shudder exclusive, but it's got McAvoy in it, right?
Is this with McAvoy? It's got Mackenzie Davis, who I love. Yeah, it's got James McAvoy.
It's got James McAvoy in it, and that annoys me because it intrigues me enough to make me. But I'm telling you, if it's the same story, I'm gonna hate it.
Well, let's find out.
Yeah.
Love it or hate it. That's the game we're playing.
Let's just see.
This is my husband.
Hi. Oh, this is my wife, Kira.
This is Agnes.
Has some trouble communicating. He can be a bit insecure.
Nice Vespa. Yeah, isn't she? You should try.
Yeah,
I won't call the fun police if you don't.
Okay.
I do love Mackenzie Davis, though.
You would let your daughter
Get
on a Vespa?
You're a lawyer. Doctor, listen, you have to come and visit. Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah? Yeah.
That was Andrew Scott for a moment.
It's so quiet around here. I don't even have neighbors.
Hey, you made it.
Welcome. Ta-da!
You are VIP guests.
Just to remind you, I'm a vegetarian.
Our gift to you.
That is so.
Louise, doctor's orders.
Is this the movie where the parents do like nothing at the end?
Settle in, I promise you guys.
They do nothing the whole movie except put their children in danger.
How long's it been?
17 years.
I never saw that, but I saw people complaining about
it.
You get less for murder.
Maybe they'll correct some of the wrongs.
So far, it's the exact same.
Something's not right with him.
He has a condition. It makes it hard for him to communicate.
Sometimes it's okay to think things, but you can't actually say them. Oh no.
Thank God there's a doctor in the house. I'm not a doctor. What?
But didn't you say you were a doctor?
Did I? Yeah. Look at their faces. Of course I'm a bloody doctor. Agnes, why don't you and Aunt show us the dance that you've been working on? And what is wrong with you? Just feel the rhythm in your feet. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the one.
What is wrong with you? I want to pack up the car. I want to leave right now.
I'm just sad to see you go.
You're gonna go out there and be completely normal.
We've been pretending it's normal since we got here. Dad?
Remember that time you guys came to stay? You flipped out and tried to leave without saying goodbye?
So it's the same story.
Yeah, it looks like there might be a little more action though. It was a very boring movie on top of the fact that as a parent, I could not get behind this film. Like there's suspending disbelief and then there's just idiocies. And I can't I watched this and I was just like, there's no fucking way this would happen. No way. Because first of all, this is the main point. They just meet these people. Yeah. And then they go stay in another country, taking their child to a family's house that they don't know.
It's weird.
Nobody's doing that. And if you should, I don't know. I don't know that you make a very good parent. Like you can't trust strangers with your babies.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse after that. The stuff that these parents allow to happen to their kid in the original, I just was like, this is awful. And everybody's like, oh, it's so good. It's so scary. No, it's unrealistic and it's upsetting and not a good way. Like it upset me. I turned it off. I didn't even watch the ending of it.
Yeah, no, I get it. Well, it looks like the parents are fighting in this, fighting back at least. I saw some shots of Mackenzie Davis definitely going hard. Yeah. I can see them probably. What?
Maybe they'll change that, but
I can see that. I was getting almost. I mean, if these people do something really bad to the kids, and I'm not saying that they're going to go this far with it, but like, it almost reminded me of like The Last House on the Left, which I'm not crazy about those kinds of movies to begin with. Like,
I won't watch that one, but I'm familiar enough. Yeah,
the rape revenge kind of movies. Not a fan of like genre. That the fact that is a genre is bizarre to me. But
agreed.
But the parents fight.
Yeah,
like hardcore in that movie, and they go in, so I can see them sort of going in that direction here.
Well, and the cutting of the tongue was a huge reveal in the original, so I'm surprised that's in the trailer. So maybe they did add a lot more to it.
Yeah,
I don't know, but
I'll watch it before you watch it, and I'll let you know.
Just tell me how stupid the parents are and whether they should have been lit on fire.
On a 1 to 10, like 10 being the dumbest, and then 1 being like, okay. So how stupid are the parents? That could be another horror movie.
And I'm mad about it because James McAvoy plays such a great psychopath. Like he's so convincing, like in Split, performance of his life. Like so good. Right. And I love him. So when I saw that they were casting him, I was like, I really love him. But I hated I have such a strong disdain for that for the original.
Yeah, I don't even know if I will even try to watch that because I've heard of I mean, I don't know all the spoilers or whatever, but like I know that like it's frustrating. Like the parents are very just like, because now being a parent, I'm like, I would jump into a wood chipper if it would save him,
I certainly wouldn't let my pre-adolescent daughter on a Vespa with a grown-ass man that I just met.
It's so weird.
Human trafficking is a real thing, folks.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid decisions.
No.
But we will see in September if these parents are as stupid as the original.
Yes, we'll see.
Our next trailer, not to be confused with the last Exorcism movie with Russell Crowe. We have another Exorcism movie with Russell Crowe, not The Little Mermaid. That's the next one. Russell Crowe as The Little Mermaid. It's so funny. I'm losing my mind. We said there'd be technical difficulties
with his little collar. Okay, I'm done. Sorry. Well, and then now they've announced that they're doing a sequel to the other one, right?
Yes. So now it's going to be 3 Exorcism.
Oh Lord, this is about to get confusing. Okay,
I guess this is his genre now. But there's also with Sam Worthington, who I really like.
I like him too.
Yeah. We know him from Avatar. We know him from a bunch of stuff.
I love him. He's great.
Yeah.
He's Jake Sully. No. Who is he in Avatar?
Sully.
Jake Sully.
Yeah. He's also in a really cool version of Macbeth that I really liked. And then there's like Clash of Titans and a bunch of. He's been in a lot.
Yeah, those were kind of silly, but I did like him in Avatar.
Yeah, no, the Clash of Titans movies were silly.
Very silly.
All right, let's dive into this
Okay.
other Exorcism movie.
Can't wait.
Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. It's a job coming to me off the back of somebody else's tragedy.
Sure.
Wow.
Bad, huh?
No Vespa?
So what's with the stage? Have you forgotten what kind of movie we're making?
Set. Action.
Oh, okay.
Lord have mercy.
All kinds of messed up stuff happened when they were making movies like The Omen or The Exorcist.
Oh, I like that reference.
That's cool.
And the guy your dad replaced? Everything's cursed.
Oh, so he's not like a real. That's cool.
With my father's voice.
Interesting.
Tony, it's okay. You're okay, all right?
How did I get out of here?
So you're blacking out again? What is it this time?
This is something else.
He's off his meds. He's erratic. Father, what do I do?
I was saved once. Didn't believe that it could happen again.
Can he be saved?
I really love that it's not moving. Like, that is so cool.
Ooh.
It's not worth saving. And you know it.
I know you're afraid. Me too. It's all right to be afraid. Have faith. He will protect his children. When it happens, run.
Interesting. You know, I was like worried that it was just going to be like, all right, well, let's throw some more cliches out there. But I'm like, okay, you know, let's.
It's kind of different. Yeah. So there's a possession movie with the wonderful Screen King Kyle Gallner. I would say it wrong. And
The Cleansing Hour. You recommended that, right?
Cleansing Hour. It's very reminiscent of that as far as the TV setup and the. It's not a movie in the Cleansing Hour. It's a YouTube channel basically, but it's a similar concept. And then they end up they're pretending to do something, but it ends up being real. And God, if you've not seen that, please go watch that movie. It is so good. But yeah, I mean, I like Russell Crowe. I really was not a fan of the other movie.
It's so funny. I can't even think of the name of the movie.
Oh, you know what's so funny? I was sitting here thinking the same thing. I was like, what is it called?
I don't know.
The Exorcism?
This is The Exorcism.
Is it I don't know. Whatever
the one that we just watched is The Exorcism.
It's got Exorcist in the name, does it not? Or Exorcist?
The Pope's Exorcist.
The Pope's Exorcist.
That was the other one.
Lame. I hated that. That was boring. I did not like that. That was a bunch of cliches.
Yeah, this one feels a little fresh. I mean, we're getting a lot of demonic horror again. I mean, the first Omen I actually really did like.
I'll catch it when it's on.
Yeah, I think you'd like it. It's really cool. But what was obviously the Believer. But
right.
I know. I always try to give things the benefit of the doubt, but
I love possession films. Like possession stuff. Like I know you're in the middle of catching up on Evil. Like possession stuff is like it's creme de la creme when it is, right? Yeah. But it's so hit or miss. There's very little middle ground for me personally. Like it's either a possession film that I love or I thought it was sucked. Like there's nothing between.
I know. It really is. Yeah, it's either really good or really crap.
Yeah.
It's so hard to hit that middle ground.
And then everybody's like cheering about the fact that there's a sequel. And I'm like, y'all.
Of the popes, yeah, no.
Yes, they're like, "Oh, a Vespa," and I'm like, you know, like I'm so irritated. I'm like, y'all are in this for the wrong reason.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
excited
no,
to get.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna be paying a whole lot to see it, but it's a Shudder, right? So it'll be on just Shudder, or I don't know.
Well, you know what? Shudder movies tend to get. Well, some of them have go in theaters now. Late Night with the Devil was Shudder, and that got theater.
That's
Before
right.
going
It was
to Shudder.
limited theater, though.
Limited, so this could be a limited.
Well, this has got Russell Crowe in it. Though.
Oh, then probably not. So then, but I'm curious. That's interesting, right? The Russell Crowe doing a Shudder movie.
That's why when Shudder came up, I was like, "Oh, Shudder."
Yeah, no, it's really cool. I mean, kudos to Shudder. They're getting big, you know.
Yeah,
So-
now if they can only fix their apps.
I know.
I'm such a screen box. I think it'll work on my phone, but Shudder does not. The Shudder app doesn't work on my phone, and it barely works on my TV. Yeah, when I tried to rewatch The Medium the other night, it kicked me out like 4 times.
Don't do the app anymore. So unsubscribe and then just get it on, like get it as a channel through like Amazon or something.
And can I watch it on my phone that way?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still mad, and they still need to fucking fix it. But
How do you really feel?
Yeah. It's been an issue for a long time, and they're big enough now that it shouldn't be an issue.
I know. Every time we have to watch a Shudder movie, you know, you're always like, this damn app.
Every time, man. Every time.
I know. But speaking, there's no. I was gonna be speaking of Shudder. This isn't a Shudder movie, but not Russell Crowe, The Little Mermaid. So this is the next in the long line
Oh,
of
God. Yeah.
public domain characters that we are getting treated to horror versions of. Let me just lower it a little bit. Let's see what lies under the sea.
Let's see what's under the sea.
I've lost my mind.
exactly are you looking for?
We've discovered patterns of erosion by the beach here that suggest that this area was once underwater, or at least much closer to the ocean. Last week, during our underwater excavation, we uncovered part of a structure.
What type of structure?
An old one, Mr. Collins. Built by a very old civilization, dating back more than 10,000 years.
That zoom in.
Oh, boy.
Video game adventure music.
Yeah.
Dagon.
It's a
An ancient
Jumanji.
sea god quite common in Sumerian mythology.
Oh, we need the boats. We need the submarines back. Now that we know that I'm right, we have to get back in that water, Archie. We have got to get back in there. We have to keep exploring.
Submarines.
What is set? Are you good? Let's go.
Here's Ariel.
So Archie told me about your diving experience. I saw the photo.
And?
Well, I did a little research last night. Mermaids gain the ability to walk on land by consuming human blood.
Are you listening to yourself, man? I mean, you sound crazy.
The existence of a temple in this part of the world doesn't make sense. I'm just being open-minded.
You've caused quite the stir.
The camera works pretty good for a B movie.
Mysterious woman shows up on
Sometimes.
property, no backstory. People could start to think that you're a criminal.
What do you think, Dr. Fritz? Do I look like a criminal too?
This woman that bought the land. How well do you know her?
Ferdy, are you trying to save me from a relationship with a hot, wealthy heiress?
Why would you be suspicious of me?
She's not who she claims to be or what she claims to be. And we have to
What's
stop
she
her.
getting money?
You're in danger.
Right?
We're all in danger. We need to shut this thing down now.
Well, like maybe she traded in her
Trust me, this
thingamabob.
place was buried for a reason.
Fate forces us together. No one to challenge fate.
Neither am I.
Oh my god. Yeah. So funny.
Maybe she
Yeah, like how did she get so rich? She's an
She
heiress.
she just came out, ate a human being, and bought a piece of land.
I mean, yeah, technically she is an heiress, right? I mean, her king, her father, the king.
Yeah,
right?
but like water currency, not.
Here's some puka shells. Give me your land. Oh man, sure. I mean, if I give Pooh a chance, I can give little. I don't think her name is Ariel in this. I have no idea. I think Ariel's only Disney Little Mermaid. I don't think the Little Mermaid from the story is Ariel.
Sure.
I don't think.
Ooh. Okay.
That could be fun. I don't know. This is coming out. Did it say at the end when it was happening? I don't know.
I don't know either.
I was on the website. That wasn't even on YouTube. I don't know. But, all right. We've got one last trailer before we hit our news segment. This one is for The Hangman.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of this one either.
Yeah, so when I was looking up new trailers, I didn't hear a lot of buzz about this one. So let's see. But it was on IGN trailers. So
okay.
It's legit. We'll see who's putting it out.
Okay. Oh, like tarot cards? Okay.
Oh, it's a great
Oh.
Wait outdoors. Now this is what I'm talking about, huh? I figured we talk about tomorrow. Go for a hike or something like that. We gotta go, man. Hey, come on. We gotta go. Jesse!
There's a reason why you shouldn't come around this way.
So my son is missing.
In 1975, the cult of Baal was formed. Poor, sick teenager named Damon. He developed supernatural powers, as well as an insatiable sadistic thirst, pain, and bloodshed. He left the bodies strung up on display. The locals called him the Hangman. And after 50 years of waiting, he's returned. He's here. You have to find your son.
Where are you going?
Hell, baby. Yeah. I'm okay.
That gives me like classic, like 80s, 90s schlock kind of movie vibes.
Yeah, dread movies honestly are very hit or miss for me. I don't always end up liking them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, could be interesting.
Could be good. Could be fun. You know, I'm trying to think of what it reminded me of, but yeah, I don't know if they're just sort of. No, what am I thinking of? The like Wrong Turn-ish, but they're not like inbreedy. It's just sort of like getting stuck in like a rural kind of area, but like a supernatural twist on that, where like everyone who's sort of creepy around you is maybe not necessarily in on it. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. Are they a target?
Yeah, because you almost couldn't really tell. Are they 100% helping? Are they not helping? kind of.
I couldn't. Yeah, I mean, I was expecting them to sort of just be a bunch of racists based on like the way they.
I know. You know why you shouldn't have come here? I know.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. Maybe they're doing some sort of metaphor here, but I don't know. It could be fun. I didn't see the date on that, but
June 4th, rent or VOD.
June 4th. Oh, all right. So just under a month. And Dread movies are usually on Screenbox, I think.
Is that what it is? I couldn't. Yeah.
I think Dread owns Screenbox now.
Oh.
I think I remember seeing that.
That would make sense, right? That makes sense.
Yeah. I think that's like their thing now is Screenbox.
Oh, so then yeah, probably goes to.
Yeah. All right. Well, those are our trailers. So we tried something new today. We had we had 2, 4, 6. We had 7 trailers. So
really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
We did a lot. And well, we're only at the 40-minute mark, so we did pretty good.
We did. Yeah.
Thanks for letting us try something new.
I liked it. I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
The commentary was worth it especially for the Little Mermaid.
Oh man. That's gonna be wild. I mean that might be like a watch along special we do at some point. I don't know.
Oh god, yeah.
Wild.
That's like the perfect kind of movie, I think, for something like that.
Yeah, have a drink, just laugh.
Yeah.
But that brings us to news and trending. I think you got us with our first story here.
Yeah, so we got the announcement a little while ago now that they're gonna that Lionsgate is gonna reboot the Blair Witch Project.
Right.
They say it's gonna be different, but honestly, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I don't know how I feel about it. But then there's been some stuff coming up about kind of how the people who were in the original have been treated. And so in light of this new information, the trio submitted a letter of intent, basically, because they are seeking compensation for the work on the original film.
Yeah.
And there's 3 major, points to this. The first is that at that point, they were not covered under any type of union or anything. So they're looking for money to replace what they would have had they been properly represented at the time that the film was made.
Mm-hmm.
The other one of the 3 things that they want is they want to be creatively involved in any future projects that carry the Blair Witch title or relevancy. So, because the Blair Witch apparently has spun off into other movies, video games, books, comics, a lot of different things. I didn't know about the comics, but apparently that's the thing. And they don't get to be involved in any of those things, and they would like to be. So that was the second thing that they wanted. And the third is they want an annual $60,000 grant to go to an aspiring filmmaker to make whatever filmmaker it is, to make their first feature-length film. So they want a grant set up because, the Blair Witch Project was very indie at the time that it came out. And it really set a standard for indie filmmaking in general, from an experience standpoint and for what it was able to do and just across the board. And so I think I actually really like that. I like the idea that they would push them to sort of create this. I mean, they've got the money to do it, right? So, but to give new filmmakers an opportunity to make a movie. And so I did really like that. I've read some other stuff not quite related to this, but not in the same thing as the money part. But where they really just haven't, they really weren't treated the best as far as like coming out of one of the most influential horror franchises of our time, I would say.
Yeah.
And so essentially this is an opportunity for them to get the retro pay and to create, a grant and then to be involved in the projects. I mean, they were very passionate about what they did. They went through so much that Heather Donahue changed her name.
Oh yeah.
She legally had
her real name, right? In the movie?
Yeah, they all did, because they all pretended to be missing for however long. And anyway, so yeah, so I think I know I've seen a couple people say like, oh, they're just blah blah blah. But I don't really see that what they're asking is too much. I think to want to be involved in a franchise that you built, that your faces are literally the faces of the franchise. Like, I think that, I think that that's worth revisiting.
I mean, it's been over 20 years since that original movie came out. And their likeness has been used in
the whole time.
Throughout, other variations of the movies, merchandise, like that close-up shot of her face is iconic.
It is.
She
Yeah.
should be seeing more for that.
Yeah. So Josh, the guy that, Josh is his name too, but so the guy that played Josh, he said, "I'm so proud of our little punk rock movie. But at this point, it's 25 years of disrespect from the folks who've pocketed the lion's share of the profits from our work. And that feels both icky and classless."
Yeah.
They said, as the literal faces of what has become a franchise, the actors' likenesses, voices, and real names are inseparably tied to the Blair Witch Project. We celebrate our film's legacy, and equally, we believe the actors deserve to be celebrated for their enduring association with the franchise. That's from the producers.
Yeah.
Merrick and Sanchez.
Okay. So the producers are on board, right? With what the actors are asking for.
Yeah. Lionsgate has not replied yet as of right now.
And so they have not been involved in anything since then. I think did they look to be involved? Were they just turned away and ignored? I think I remember reading that they were just
Josh had reached out numerous times about some stuff, but and then the 2015 sequel, not that other one, but the good one, that is entirely based around Heather. Like the main character in that is Heather's brother going to look for her.
It's funny, I never watched it.
It's actually not bad.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when the only other thing you have to compare to is Book of Shadows.
Sure.
I mean, really, it can only go up from there. So, but no, I thought it was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it wasn't the Blair Witch, but I thought they did a really good job of capturing the essence while kind of doing something different. But the story is Heather's brother goes to find her because they think they saw her in the woods or something.
How is it, 90s, early 2000s, or is it much later?
You know what? I do not remember. I don't remember if it's supposed to be present day or not. I can't remember.
Yeah. Okay.
But I liked it. I think that the effects and stuff are really good in it. They definitely upped it, obviously, from what they could do back then. But
sure, yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see how that develops.
Paying what they're worth. That's what I say. Yeah. All right. So our second story, another exorcism movie, not starring Russell Crowe this time. Starring Dan Stevens and Al Pacino, called The Ritual. It's based on a true story following two priests, right? So, of course, we have our one priest questioning their faith and one reckoning with a troubled past, sort of our typical priest backstories there. Who put aside... who put aside their differences to save a possessed young woman through a difficult and dangerous series of exorcisms. So, it's supposed to be an authentic portrayal of Emma Schmidt, an American woman whose demonic possession accumulated in harrowing exorcisms. And then her case has been the most thoroughly documented exorcism in American history. So interesting.
I don't even know who that is. That's interesting.
So I had not heard of this story. It's going to prompt me to do some research. Was Emily Rose based on a true story? I thought it was. Right. So
I wonder if it's that one.
I wonder, right? Because maybe right. Be curious. I don't remember reading the article if it was going to be sort of like a similar story or not. Like if there's a court case or not.
No. Exorcism of Emily Rose is loosely based on the exorcism of Annalise Michael.
Is that American? She was American in that, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, I love Dan Stevens and I love Al Pacino. So, I mean, these are two incredible actors. So, if you're going to have a new exorcism film, And I'm curious if this is supposed to be an authentic portrayal. Are they leaning more into the factual, leaning more into the horror, leaning more into like? So I'm going to be very curious what
The balance.
what that balance is going to be. Are they going to go full on like this is a horror movie, or are we trying to tell more of like a biopic kind of story?
Yeah. Yeah, I really loved what they did with Emily Rose. I love stuff like that. So if it kind of toes the line, I'm good with that.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm one of the few people like you. I absolutely love Emily Rose.
Yeah, so good. That's a top tier exorcism movie, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, I mean, it scared the crap out of me. I remember going to theaters, like feeling so like, oh,
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see. I think it's just in talks now. I don't think they're filming anytime soon.
Yeah. Okay. We'll see.
So, Russell Crowe will have some competition.
Oh Lord. Yeah, so our next piece of news is we got the announcement, I think literally today as we're recording this, that we are getting another 47 meters down. This one is going to be called 47 Meters Down, The Wreck. It's going to be directed by Patrick Lussier, who did Bloody Valentine 3D. He's done other stuff too, but I think of the things I saw, that was like the strongest listed. Okay. And I'm like, full disclosure, huge fan of 47 Meters Down and Uncaged. I love them both. Uncaged is like the descent with sharks.
That's awesome. I still need to watch them. I will do. Summer's coming.
They're both on Netflix right now.
Okay. All right. So maybe I won't wait till summer per se. But
and my son loves Uncaged because the sharks are like albino sharks because they've been living underwater, underwater, in a cave for a really long time. So their skin and stuff has changed. Ooh. And he thinks they are like so creepy. He loves them. So we've seen that one in particular a bunch of times, but love the 47 Meters Down franchise as a whole. So Patrick says the story will follow a father who is determined to rebuild his relationship with his daughter as they bond during a scuba diving in beautiful tropic waters while exploring a famous shipwreck. But soon after their descent, their master diver has an accident, leaving them alone and unprotected inside the labyrinth of the wreck. As tensions rise and oxygen, of course, dwindles, the pair must use their newfound bond to escape the wreckage. So, one of the things that 47 Meters Down does that I love is they always have a family dynamic as the focal point of the story. So the first movie is two adult sisters. One is going through a really bad breakup and the other is just like this carefree. It's Claire Holt. So she's of course very carefree. And then the other one is Mandy Moore. And so their dynamic is really interesting. And then in Uncaged, it's sisters again, but they're polar opposites and they're not very close because they are step siblings. And so something happened to both of the other parent. And so, the dad of the one girl and the mom of the other girl get together and they just have this like rough relationship. And it's this very like bonding thing. And I love that he's going to stick to that theme because I think one of the reasons that 47 Meters Down is so effective is because you genuinely care about the characters. It's very, very well done in that regard. So I'm very excited about the opportunity for more. Always happy for more shark movies, but even more so that they're going to stick to that kind of general theme of family and connection. I really like that. So I'm excited to see what he does.
Yeah, we're being fed well with shark movies like lately,
yes.
right?
I'm here for it. Yes.
Yeah. That plane one was weird, but
mine is No Way Up.
But
where's the sharks? There were no sharks in them.
Barely any sharks, yeah. But Under Paris looks like it's going to be great. This sounds awesome. I'm going to have to go back and watch those two movies.
What's the other one? Something in the Water?
Yeah. Oh man, did we not cover the trailer for it? Or did it get announced and I don't remember.
I don't remember. I think you can rent it out now though.
Okay.
I don't think it's streaming. Is it called Something in the Water? Something in the Water? In the water? I can't remember. But anyway, there's another one.
You just made me think of, remember, did you watch the season of Degrassi? Where I think it was season 10 or 11. It was like the boiling point, and then it was like Fiona and them, like the later folks.
Okay.
It was like a promo for it with the song called Shark in the Water, and now it's stuck in my head.
I don't remember that.
Baby, there's a shark in the water.
Oh my God.
No.
Oh no.
Now that's stuck in my head. But anyway, it's
yeah. You got to watch the other two. I didn't realize you hadn't seen them. They're good.
Are they PG-13 movies?
They are. They're PG-13.
Okay.
And then after you watch the first one with Mandy Moore, you should watch the behind the scenes and look at all the awful shit they had to go through to film it.
Ooh, okay.
Because it was a rough experience from a filming standpoint. I mean, they did an amazing job though. And there's this iconic scene with the flares and the 3 sharks. You got to watch it. It's so good.
Okay.
It will make you like, ugh, it's so good.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna watch it. I promise.
Okay.
So our last story, I am both excited and frustrated.
Excited and frustrated?
Because you know what it is? I'm like cautiously optimistic because I love this. So Mike Flanagan from The Haunting of Hill House franchise and all those movies and all those shows is in talks to direct the next Exorcist film,
which people joked about before it came to fruition. Like I heard people saying they hoped that was what was going to happen. Did you not see people posting that?
I mean, yes. I think people would say like if anyone is going to save those movies, it's him.
Yeah. So I just think it's funny that there were a lot of horror fans that were like, oh my God, this would be great. And then here we are.
Yeah. So they're listening, hopefully. I mean, I really hope they were listening to what people felt about that movie.
How do you fix it though?
I mean, fresh slate. I mean, it's like you wrap up the story. Maybe you take one character and you tell a different story from it,
He is a genius with characters. So I really... I don't know that anybody else, if they'd put anybody else in this position, I don't think I would have even given it a shot, but I am willing to give it a shot for him.
He is so good at characters and relationships. And I think that's what makes the original Exorcist so good, because I think the priests, like their backstory, you have, what's his, Damien with his mother, Damian? Blanking on his name, but you have the one priest with his mom, then you've got,
oh my God, I was like, Damien, that's the Omen. I'm with you now. So
Father Damien, right? Is that his name?
Yes, the younger
priest,
the doubtful one of the two, right?
The doubtful with his mom is fantastic.
Yes,
and obviously you have Reagan and her mom, and that's great, right? So the relationships are great, and the new one, I like the father and the daughter. I think they were the best part.
I agree with that. They were not my complaint. You know what I mean?
No. I think it was like the other family was pretty wild.
I hated them. But yes, yeah.
How they handled our legacy characters was pretty wild.
Yes. Okay.
Like there were choices made. But what could be cool is if he just takes the main two, the father and the daughter, drop everyone else, and then just tell their story moving forward. Yeah. Maybe add some new characters.
I hope that whatever he does, I hope that because the other thing I really hated was the look. I wanted something different. I didn't want an attempt to copy and paste from the original.
Yeah. And
so I really hope that whatever he does on top of fixing the story element, because God, that story was a mess. I really hope that he goes with a unique approach to the look of the possessed, because I think that will also can potentially also make it a stronger entry. So
yeah. I mean, the looks, the scares,
just everything. If you could just fix everything.
Yeah. Well, it's very similar to how you say, you don't really like a possessed person just spewing out obscenities and bad stuff, right? Like the whole point is that a demon is supposed to mentally mess with somebody, right?
Yeah, and yeah.
It's about that's why the character is so important, because you have to have a good fleshed out character.
Yeah, you're right.
To then have things to mess with, right?
Yeah.
So, anywho, but anyway, Mike Flanagan, he can save it if anyone. So
yeah, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And that brings us to our just shout outs and recommendations and things we're enjoying, people we're enjoying, and want to shout out or whatever. Why don't you kick us off?
All of the things. Yeah, so Steve and myself and Chris are going to cover this in another week or 7, I don't know, a week or so. And but my recommendation is the second season of Them, which is called The Scare.
It's so good.
It's on Amazon. If you have Amazon, you have access to it. It is the second season in an anthology series. If you're not familiar, get acquainted because the first season is phenomenal and the second, I don't know how, but is even better. And they are just such phenomenal show. It's a show, but you know what I mean, seasons of the show that I just genuinely cannot recommend it. The horror elements, the crime elements, the psychological, the thriller, the confusion, the twist, it's all there. It's an amazing package of things. And it just checked a lot of boxes for me. I was enchanted with this season. I watched the first season, Them, I watched probably over, like a week or so. Because I think I watched it when I was on bed rest from recovery.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Well, I wasn't technically on bed rest, but you know what I mean, when I was resting. I think that's when I watched it.
I think that's right.
Something like that, right? And then, so that took me, it's like over a couple days or a week or something. I watched all of this except the final episode because I knew the final episode was going to be batshit crazy. All of it in one sitting.
Yeah.
And then I went the very next day and watched the finale. And I'm so glad that I took the break because God knows I needed the time to process before I jumped into the finale because the finale was bananas.
Yeah.
And it was funny because Chris kept telling me like the last episode's insane. And it's not in the beginning. Like there's like a certain point where it's just like, well, what else is going to possibly happen? But then the thing happens and you're like,
yeah.
Oh my God. Like I have goosebumps talking about it. I'm like, oh my God, this is the thing. You know what I mean? Like, anyway, so if you're not familiar, I do not recommend, even though the stories are technically separate, I do not recommend watching The Scare. If you have not seen the original, you will not get as much out of it. So having said that, go watch them both.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's really cool. I mean, this is like peak anthology. It is so, no, it's got some very intense stuff in it.
Oh my God.
For sure.
And the woman that plays the mom in both seasons, she plays a mom character in both seasons. I'm obsessed with her. Like she's phenomenal.
She's very good.
Oh,
very good.
Oh my God. And the guy that plays Edmund too in The Scare. Oh, gee. We're going to do a deeper dive into this. And I think next week or something like that, we'll have it, but we're going to do a review on the series with Chris, the Love of Horror one. And, but yeah, so I highly recommend it as a series to anyone who hasn't checked it out yet. It's so good.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I second that. Now my recommendation is just a kind of a silly one. So this week, but by the time this episode wrapped up, we will have our winner of this year's Eurovision, which is the European Song Contest. But I wanted to recommend for horror fans to watch Ireland's submission for this year. It's called Doomsday Blue by Bambi Thug. It is so fun. And just it's really cool just like because I love how versatile horror is like you can have a whole performance and it really just be a horror musical performance. Cool. From the aesthetics, there's like demon makeup that's so good. There's like really crazy, well done, like demonic iconography and like floating candles and pentagrams and all this stuff. It's quite a show. I mean, and they go all out in Eurovision with like lights and fire and it's like so over the top. Very campy.
Very Steve.
And you know how I love that.
Yeah.
Dan, I'm sitting next to Dan and Dan's like, I don't like this one bit. I'm like, I love it. Specifically the Ireland's performance. He loves all the other campy stuff. But it genuinely creeped him out.
I don't like this
much.
one bit.
He's like, I don't like this one bit. But it creeped him out that much that he was like, nope, I can't do this.
That's impressive then, yeah.
It was pretty creepy, yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, no, check it out. Doomsday Blue by Bambi Thug. And also all the songs are on like a playlist on like Apple and Spotify and all that. Yeah. So that's it. That's it.
That's all, folks.
Trailers, thingamabobs, recommendations, and Russell Crowe. Lots of. It's going to be the title of the episode. Thingamabobs and Russell Crowe.
That's perfect. I love it.
I'm
Great
into
marketing.
But thank you everybody for checking us out for this Coffee Crypt. I know we don't always bring it up, but we have a Patreon. Get on there for this month. You can, if you get in there within the next like week or two, we'll give you a little leeway. You can get in on the sticker club. I don't know if I have them. Yeah, they're all put away. But you get some really cool stickers. There's going to be a what's this one? Is it Zombie Awareness? Is next month?
That's May.
Is May. So yeah, we got Zombie Awareness this month. That'll be this sticker. And then do you remember the one after that for June?
June is a shark design for summer.
And we got sharks for summer, right? So very fun. Angel's phenomenal with her designs.
I do.
They're just really cute. And we have other tiers that you have to check on. So yeah, I think it's just patreon.com/Voices from the Mausoleum.
Yeah.
We'll have all the link down there. And yeah, anything else you want to bring up, Angel, before we say our goodbyes? Am I missing anything?
I think that's everything.
That's everything.
Thingamabobs and Russell Crowe.
And with that, have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll see you next time. Bye.